Hi, and welcome back to the channel on the college process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be going over the new student loan forgiveness scam. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel and are looking for additional college content, once again, hit the subscription button down below. It will notify you when new videos do come out, as well as if you have any comments or questions in today's video, just leave them down below in the comment section, because I do answer all your questions and comments you guys leave down below in the comment section. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like, it does help the channel. And of course, for the senior parents this year of 21-22 academic year, we do of course have the James Russo Memorial Scholarship we're running this year. We're trying to give away as much money in scholarship funding through your views, your likes, your comments, and everything else you guys do here for the channel. Please once again watch the James Russo Memorial Scholarship. In the description is the link. As well as for our organization here, if you want to help us out continuing making these videos, we do have below in the description our Venmo, as well as our organization's buy us a coffee if you want to help support the channel to help us keep making these college videos for you guys. And all that being said, let's jump right into today's video. Now, with us being basically around 6 weeks or so away from that February 1st deadline where essentially all federal loans are going to go back into repayment, as far as the parent loans, as far as the PLUS loans, the Perkins, the Staffords, the federal direct loans, and all the rest of the federal loans you guys have out there to help pay for your college education. With all these going back into repayment, there's a lot more scams and frauds popping up, unfortunately, good, bad, or indifferent, with different organizations with claiming or trying to present themselves as if they work for the U.S. Department of Education, or they work for one of their servicers here, which help you guys get the loan, basically establish a loan with all the paperwork and everything else. They're trying to make themselves seem like they're one of these organizations, either the federal government, the U.S. Department of Education, or they're trying to make themselves look like one of the servicers, so you see right here. The reality is these groups have nothing whatsoever to do with your federal loans at all. They did not help you establish the loans, they did not help you get the loans, they did not help with the paperwork, they have nothing to do with them whatsoever, but they make themselves seem very legitimate. Let me give you an example here of the new scam, which phone calls you guys are getting here, from these organizations claiming to be or trying to pretend to be part of the U.S. Department of Education or one of the servicers. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to play the message for you guys. I just got the message. It's about 30 seconds long. I'm going to play it here for you guys, just to let you guys hear essentially what they're saying and what they're trying to perceive themselves to be like.
From phone number 86641654557.
Hi, this is Paul Avery from Student Loan Support. We wanted to remind you that your temporary hardship forbearance will be ending January 31st, 2022. Be aware your loans will resume automatically at the standard repayment rate. Our records indicate you are eligible for student loan forgiveness programs but never completed the required document. If you want to proceed with the application, we need to speak with you today at 866-256-5928.
So you can see here, as you guys can hear here, Paul from the Student Aid Support Center is trying to reach out to us to help us out. There is no Paul. Paul is completely made up. There's also no student aid support, to be honest with you. These things do not exist. These are just things that people came up with to make it sound like they're actually credentials, to make it sound like they're actual officials, when they have nothing to do with your loans whatsoever. This is a scam. They're not there to help you out through the U.S. Department of Education. They're not there to help you out with loan forgiveness through the federal government, which you don't have to pay for. Very likely this is an organization, a company that's trying to trick you into paying fees for things that you don't need to pay fees for. If you're looking to do any type of loan forgiveness, whether it's because you're a teacher or you've gone into a nonprofit or you're helping out the AmeriCorps, or because of the fact that you paid off your loans through the income contingency programs right here, you can see here various income contingency programs you can pay your loans back through. These things right here can all be done directly through your servicer, the person who's helping you out with the loan. Basically the companies, these guys right here, that you guys have been paying your loans for over the last couple of years whenever your loans restarted. That's who you need to be calling to do the loan forgiveness or to figure out if loan forgiveness is even available for you guys. Not these 800 numbers calling you guys. They have nothing to do with this. Your loan servicers, these guys right here, are not going to charge you to see if you're eligible for any type of loan forgiveness or if you're on track for it or how to get you on track for it, if it's even available within your situation that you guys find yourselves in. In addition to that, I actually called back the 866 number, the one I put down here, that they actually left on the voicemail, to call them back to start the process to get ourselves ready for us to work with them in their system. And then when I called the 866 number, I got another automated robot basically telling me that you've now come to the Central Processing Center. Now, if you are in any way familiar with the U.S. Department of Education or FAFSA and how the financial aid system works, they're indicating that they're part of the Central Processing Center. which is funny to me because if you anyway are aware of the FAFSA system and how it works, they use a process called the central processing system. So you can see here they're trying to align their wording and the thing they say to you to trick you to think they're part of the U.S. Department of Education when they have nothing to do with the U.S. Department of Education or any of the services here which are aligned with the U.S. Department of Education to help you figure out if you're eligible for loan forgiveness or not, and to help you repay back your loans and to help you with deferments or forbearance if you're having any hardships to allow you more time to pay back your loans. So once again, the number here, the 866 number, by indicating that you are now talking to or now in the realm of the Central Processing Center, is their way of tricking you to think you're part of working with the FAFSA people, the U.S. Department of Education essentially, because they use the Central Processing System. Once again, they have nothing to do with each other. This, once again, is their way of tricking you into buying their services, which you don't need to do. In fact, what I did was, I even checked online, actually typed in the name of the organization, what they're claiming to be, is the first thing that pops up is not their website, but basically the Better Business Bureau. Now, when I'm doing any search on any organization, any company, to do with anything, to be honest with you, when I'm buying a washing machine, when I'm buying a car, whatever it is, if anyone runs the name of the organization, the first thing that pops up is a link to the Better Business Bureau, that's obviously a huge red flag. That's just telling me there's obviously something wrong here. And then, of course, as you can see here on the screen, I clicked on the link, and as you can see here, they have a customer review rating of 1.67 out of 5, having 9 complaints closed in the last 3 years. In addition to that, they have a rating of F. So in summary, right off the bat, number one, I know that this is not real because of the fact that I don't have any student loans. I haven't had them in over a decade. So number one, right off the bat, I know this is not, I know more likely this is a scam or a fraud or some kind of organization trying to trick you to buy services because of the fact that the U.S. Department of Education and all their services know I don't have any student loans. Second reason I know this is a fraud or a scam or somebody trying to trick you, and the reason I'm trying to warn you guys here, second reason I know is because they're using terms that sound very similar to those used by the U.S. Department of Education, basically the FAFSA people, to make it seem like they're aligned with them. Like saying things like the student support, saying things like the Central Processing Center, which I know are very close to the actual terms and utilization, the actual terms and things that are used by the U.S. Department of Education to trick you to think they're a part of the process. And the third reason I know they're a scam is almost because we did the Google search and the first thing that popped up was the Better Business Bureau. If the first thing that pops up for any organization you look up online is the Better Business Bureau, it's a scam. If you have any comments or questions in today's video, just leave them down below in the comment section because I do answer all your questions and comments you guys leave down below in the comment section. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. And of course, for the senior parents this year of 21-22 academic year, we do of course have the James Russo Memorial Scholarship we're running this year. We're trying to give away as much money in scholarship funding through your views, your likes, your comments, and everything else you guys do here for the channel. Please once again watch the James Russo Memorial Scholarship. In the description is the link. As well as for our organization here, if you want to help us out continuing making these videos, we do have below in the description our Venmo as well as our organization's buy us a coffee if you want to help support the channel to help us keep making these college videos for you guys. And all of that being said, on the screen right now is our contact information. If you need any help with the financial aid process or the admissions process at all, just shoot us a call. That's actually my cell phone number on the screen here. Easiest way to get a hold of me is send me a text message, or you can even just send us an email as well. Other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep.